This is Charles Stewart.
And the Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams.
We are Church Without Walls.
And we are here today to give you information that you don't normally get at church.
We come your way every Monday morning, 11 to 12.
Call in with your comment or your questions, and we'll be glad to try and answer them for you. If we don't have the answer today, we will get it to you on a message.
Don't you dare miss it.
This is Congressman Cedric Richmond, and you're watching the New Orleans Talk Network.
Hi, this is Stan Schofield, and I'm inviting all of my KWK family and my family to watch Church Without Walls, 11 o'clock on Mondays, for the greatest and latest show around. Thank you.
I'm Cynthia Lee Shang, and you're watching Church Without Walls on New Orleans Talk Network.
Hi, I'm Sheriff Joe Lapinto, and you are watching the New Orleans Talk Network.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls in the studio of the New Orleans Talk Network. We come your way every Monday morning, 11 to 12, Central Standard Time. We are here to share information with you, and we're also hoping that you will share information with you that we can spread out throughout the community. And Church Without Walls is a show was designed with you in mind. We hope to educate our community, and the community help educate us. And together we can do great things. And just want to acknowledge and thank God Almighty for this is our first show in 2021. And we're so grateful and thankful to God that He allowed us to go through 2020. 2020 was a rough year. When I say rough, it was rough. The coronavirus hit many people. Many of us lost friends and loved ones who we know, and it devastated the whole country. And it's still making its mark in 2021. And what's so amazing with this virus hitting us the way it is, it's almost like it's on the back burner to overthrow the election. Like it's almost like our leaders done like put that aside, but we want to personally from Church Without Walls, Dr. William and myself, we like to thank God allowed us to go through all that happened in 2020, and we can say, and I can say, and many that listening and watching can say that through it all, God brought us through this. And it was a pretty rough year. I think it's one of the roughest years that I've seen in my time. And that I never visited that you would have to stay home all the time. You can't go too many places you can't go. I love to be around people. I love to go to different social events, and I love it to go to different churches where we had those great programs. The music, I miss all that, but it was like taken away from us. And from the expert, they said that only if the president would have reacted sooner, none of this never would happen. I don't know that if that to be true or not, but it's almost like it didn't happen. I was looking at a report last night. The members of this organization, Ramadan, whatever they call themselves, they don't even believe it's a virus. It's a conspiracy that's going on. I mean, 20 listening audience is held, and it's gonna get worse because those people, they got a voice now, and they got a leader that is got the certain amount. I said maybe 20%, 30%, maybe that he got their ears and they listen to a lot of nonsense that's going down. And my brothers and sisters, we got a lot to deal with come to 2021. I mean, it's gonna be a year that nobody really can predict what's gonna happen. Like it's almost a threat of civil war, a war in this country with the way it's going. I mean, the country is divided, and it's dividing, and to an extent that I never thought I would live to see it. The show itself, I always thought that certain amount of people, they feel the way they feel, but they don't hide it now. They don't even hide it now. And so we want to thank God, for allowing us to go through that in 2020. And it's going to get, I predict it's going to get worse if the people don't come together. But I'm always optimistic that God would intervene, and He knows when to step in to get things under control. And certainly over 2020, we thank everyone that have listened to the show. We thank our many guests that came on the show. And we thank, most of all, we thank those for listening and watching. And we love you so much, and thank you for that. And we looking forward to 2021. And, like I say, we have to be productive in life. We have to move on. But 2021, some of the great people that we know and know of, a lot of our movie stars, singers, professional athletes. I know some of I loved it, baseball, coming up as a young man. And I loved it, football. I loved it, all sports. And I see many of them have passed away, in the last few days, even 2021, people going on to be with the Lord. So we want to always acknowledge God and thank Him for allowing us and giving us the privilege to come here on Monday and talk to the listening audience. And want to remind you to please listen to what the experts are telling us. The health professionals, God gave them the wisdom and knowledge how to take care of us until God, He always say He let the doctor take care of certain things until He decide to take it over. So let's believe in the doctor until to God decide to take over. Don't forget, they said, I'm gonna let your guard down still. Wash your hands, wear your mask. Don't go where they got a lot of people that just do what you have to do. And I think if we follow those leads, in a few months, hopefully everything gonna be right. But they said the worst is, the dangerous part about it, they said the worst is yet to come. They predicted that February and March will be we're gonna lose more people than a little bit. They said we possibly just in February, I think in January, alone, they said, we could lose 100,000 people. But we're going to trust in God Almighty that He'll get us through this. And please, men and please women, let's be respectful of the law and let's take care of ourselves and believe in God that He would get us through this. Okay, today show the first show in 2021, and we want to be as active as we can be. And what I mean is we want to give people real information in that. I always say when you go to the church house on Sunday, you go there, the pastor give you information that you can study and think about for the rest of the week. And it's what we try to do on Monday, to give you something to think about and apply to your life and talk to your neighbor about it. And today we want to talk about several things, but we want to start up talking about, as you know, President Trump protested the election, and he still haven't gave up. I mean, many of y'all probably hear the tape that was put out over the last couple of days, where he literally was asking the people, the governor of Georgia, and I think the Secretary of State, to help him overthrow the election. And that's unheard of, and it's hard to believe that. The question that I am asking, he said many votes were stolen from him, and that they stole votes from him. But the thing that helped me understand is how I think in the House of Representatives, Congress, they had many Republicans that won seats all over the United States. And they had Republicans, if I'm not mistaken, they won in quite a few seats all over the United States. So my question is, how was like Mitch McConnell, all them different well-known elected officials, how they got reelected with votes, how they didn't steal the vote from them, but they was able to steal vote from President Trump. That's kind of, that's confusing to me. I mean, what happened when the people went in the voting booth and they said, well, I'm going to vote for this Congress, I'm going to vote for this Congress, and but I'm not going to vote for Trump, but I'm going to vote for Biden. I'm going to put a lever 3 times for him. I mean, how could all this happen? And to my knowledge, it's never happened in the United States before, that you can go in a voting booth and you can vote 3 times. I mean, I think once you push that number in, and once you you cast your vote, the machine shut down. I think you would have to go out of there and come back in there. I think I know who I go vote at is, you go into this little booth, and you shut the door and you cast your vote for who you want to vote for. And once you do that, you done pick who are you gonna vote for. Once you press that lever, the machine shut down automatic, and you can't do nothing else if you didn't vote for the right person. I mean, that's a mistake you done made. So you have to go out. You would have to literally vote 2 or 3 times. You would have to go out of the machine and come back in. And he said, I was listening to him real good. He said, like, there's some people voted 3 times. And then another thing, you have to sign the book to vote. I mean, how did these things happen? And there's no information. But anyway, let's talk about that for a little while today. And if you'd like to get in on the conversation today, you can call 1-563-999-1808. Tell your friend, download that app at www. New Orleans Talk Network. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can get us all kind of different ways and be a part of the conversation. This is your show, UL Church Without Walls. So you are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls. We're taking a pause for a word to call.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on the Gulf Coast that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708-9454 for more details.
This is Charles Stewart.
And the Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams.
We are Church Without Walls.
And we are here today to give you information that you don't normally get at church.
We come your way every Monday morning, 11 to 12.
Call in with your comment or your questions, and we'll be glad to try and answer them for you. If we don't have the answer today, we will get it to you on a message.
Don't you dare miss it.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
We are back. You are listening. You are watching Church Without Walls. I'm your host, Charles Stewart. And again, I'm here every Monday morning, 11 to 12, just to let the people in my railroad and all through the great state of Louisiana and all over the world know that if we work together, it's no limit that what we can do. But again, as I was saying, is that I need somebody to help me understand how can you overthrow election, and how could people go in a polling place, go in there and vote 2 or 3 times? And I think that he said that he was waiting to lead, and then they bought stacks of mail in the boot and dumped it in there. I mean, none of this to me makes sense. But the sad part about it, people believe that, you know. It's like it's mind-boggling to me that that people actually believe that people bought truckloads of mail and they dumped them in there, and they did a recount. And from my understanding, you're supposed to have poll watchers from both parties, from the Republican Party and the Democrat Party. They have people. I think those people, a lot of them, some of them volunteer, and some of them is paid workers. They said everybody come in and out. They you know, and people know they voted well. They know in certain areas, the poll watch, they got a good idea where the people coming, where they voting from, how the election going. And what I don't understand is how the election can be just stolen. I met a few people and was talking to them, and they told me, said, "Well, Charles, say you believe anything Biden people tell you, huh?" And I was telling them I don't do a lot of talking to Biden people. You know, I talk to everybody. You know, Republican. I was kind of explaining to them. I am registered as an independent, so I love talking to, excuse me, Democrat, Republican, whatever, Tea Party people. I enjoy talking to everybody. I mean, I learn more by taking to everybody. I never like to limit myself, you know, that I'm Republican and whatever Republicans say, I agree with them. I don't agree everything somebody tell me. A lot of time I ain't believe sometimes my own stuff sometimes. So you know, I'm not gonna believe what everybody tell me, but the fact of the matter is that we don't have a mind of our own, many people, and I think what kind of, you know, something I think about a lot, and I think about some of the most wealthy people in the United States, some of the most educated people in the United States, and some of them, from what they believe, and I know a couple people that I know that are well educated, and they one of them was telling me a couple of weeks ago that they stole the election from Trump, and so I asked them, how did they steal it? And they said, well, they stole what Trump gonna tell us. I said, well, he been saying that ever since the election. Was he was gonna show it, but you know, time after time, his lawyer went in the courtroom, and they haven't produced any evidence yet that the election was stolen, something went wrong. Matter of fact, here's Mr. Barr. His own Attorney General, he believed that this election, the last election, was one of the most cleanest, professional elections they ever had in the United States. It wasn't. He said he can't see no evidence where it was fraud no kind of way. And matter of fact, one of the other gentlemen that head of elected officials, he said the same thing. He said it was one of the best elections from outside interference, ever. And everybody believed that except Donald J. Trump. He the only one believe. Well, he got 1,000 other people that he got them to believe that some way somehow they got a lot of dead people. He said, I say yesterday they had a lot of many dead people voted. I mean, like it's almost a laugh. Many people voted. Dead people voted, and and the thing that I guess that make me think about that is the area that he said that the people voted 3 or 4 times, and a lot of dead people voted. Is all this is what minority the city or the precincts, those are the one that he talk about. I mean, and it's almost, and I don't want to believe this, but my mind want me to believe it that he figured that a minority, especially African American vote, shouldn't even count. I really think that's what he is. He's saying, like he said, the election was stolen from him. And as many of y'all know, years ago, African American, they weren't allowed to vote. And even women weren't even allowed to vote. But some way, somehow, he said that the election was stolen. So I'm wondering, do we support to believe that the people of color vote don't even count? They shouldn't be allowed to vote. I mean, that's the only thing that, he haven't said that, but every community, I don't see him target no other community but the African-American community. And what African-American have the ability to rig the vote? I mean, from my understanding, Secretary of State, if I could stand to be corrected, but every Secretary of State in every state, and those commissions, they control the election. And the only thing they can do is set up the machine that the federal government give them. And the federal government give them instructions where to put the machine up, where to set them up at. And that's all. I mean, I can't see, and I stand somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I just don't understand how people can vote 3-4 times, and I guess if they would done it manual or something, if people coming there signing somebody's name, I mean, I don't understand it, with the way the system's set up. And I guess I'm going on. Everybody don't vote the same way, but I guess I'm going on where I go vote at and how the system's set up. You only, when you go in there, you got to show ID. When you go in there, not only you got to show your ID, then they got 2 or 3 other people that's sitting at the table. They gonna call your name. After that, well, then you got to sign your name. You got to sign the book. So, I mean, so how do you get access to do all that? And a lot of those places where they vote at, they have like cameras. It'd be like live people in there voting. So, I mean, so I just don't understand how could you cheat? I mean, and like I say, I can always stand to be corrected. I mean, if they cheated him, well, he have a right to raise hell if he was cheated. But I mean, how can you cheat without evidence? I mean, anytime the Supreme Court, I've seen that as a joke, but yet and still they got people don't see it as a joke. So they got, I don't know how many senators and how many state representatives is trying to urge the people in their state to change their mind that it was fraud, they were cheated out of race. And I always thought that, that if it's almost like from what he's saying is that I know the election was stolen from me. Y'all know and I know, but I don't know how. And it's just hard to figure it out is how can people steal 1,000 a vote without other people not knowing, and him and Rudy is the only 2 that know. How the people stole it. They said they got the evidence. They said, And then they said they're going to show it. They said, we're going to show it. But every week after week, it's not show, it's no evidence. But the theory is still going on, is that the election was stolen from me. And I think it boiled down to I'm not supposed to lose the election no way, no how. And I done lost, but I can't figure out. And he seemed to me he lost the same identical way that Hillary Clinton lost. Hillary Clinton couldn't believe that she lost Michigan, she lost Pennsylvania, she lost those state numbers that Democrat would win. And she lost them, and she couldn't believe it. And I think she had in mind of doing some protesting the election, but I think the former President Obama told us it's over, don't put the burden on the country through this. Let's move on, let's call it a day. And Mr. Donald Trump is our president. And the vote show he got more vote, electoral college vote. And so let's get behind him and hope that he can do some great things for the country. But as I know it, that didn't happen like that. And from day one, controversy started from day one. But somebody help me and tell me. You are listening. You are watching Church Without Walls in the studios of the New Orleans Talk Network. I'm your host, Charles Stewart, and co-host by Reverend Dr. Anthony Williams. We're here every Monday morning, 11 to 12. And I always tell our listening audience that if you like to have some comment, get in on the comment section, you can call 1-563-999-1808. We'll be back.
Kick it for me one time.
Hi, I'm Christine Penn, and Nola, I want you to get ready for an all-new talk experience, Women of Significance, on the New Orleans Talk Network. Each week, we're covering new topics, new guests, new trends, and message of the day with me, your host, Christine Penn. So Nola, tune in each week on the New Orleans Talk Network, where we use our voice with power, with purpose.
The New Orleans Talk Network, now on your mobile device, on your computer, in your ear, and interactive. It's new, it's innovative, and it's on your mobile device. Android, iPhone, iPad, and on your computer. Take us wherever you go. Because we're interactive. 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255.
Bethesda House of Prayer. Bethesda is a church for non-traditional worshipers, a church designed for those who love God's Word. Would you like to attend a church where believers and non-believers can choose to worship together? A church where cultural differences does not get in the way of God's message. We invite you to be our special guest. Our services begin 9 a.m. on Sunday, located at 7601 West Bank Expressway, Suite B, Marrero, Louisiana. For more information, contact us at 504-348-0132.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
We are back. You are listening, watching Church Without Walls. I am your host, Charles Stewart, here every Monday. So we are in the first year. This is 2021, and I am super excited to be in the midst of all my friends and loved ones. It's I can say that I didn't get a lot of gifts this Christmas. No, I'm not used to get quite a few gifts for Christmas, and I didn't get that, but I got one of the greatest things that I guess a person could get. Beautiful grandkids showed me some love, and different people I've been known over the years showed me love. So that is one of the greatest gifts that you can get when somebody show you love, and God gave us one of the greatest gifts when He gave us His Son Jesus, and that was one of the greatest gifts that the world ever have. So if you got your health and strength, and God giving you wisdom and knowledge, that's one of the greatest gifts that you could have, because everything else will be added and to your life. And I'm so happy to be here, and I'm also asking people all the time, help me understand, that what I don't understand. I'm trying to do better. I want to do better. And in 2021, I made some commitment, and quite a few people made commitment to me that we want to take Church Without Walls up to a different level, different guests that I've talked with. They say, they want to be coming on the show. We're going to have some out-of-town guests. The producer, Gabe, told me that they got the ability now to do Zoom, so people don't have to be in the studio with me. They can be anywhere they want to be, and they can be a part of the show with the new technology that they have now. So we're going to be using that in the future to have for some of our special guests, and I'm excited about that. I'm looking toward that. And we want to, and I know these people, they been part of many battles that done happen. They've been in the midst of many changes that done happen. Been a part of a lot of changes that done happen in the United States. And I said to my brothers and sisters that you can be a part of it, I talk to people oftentimes, and they be telling me about, who the problem is, this person here is a problem. And, sometimes I be, wondering, ask them, do you understand sometimes that you could be some of the problem also? I mean, we look at things, and I think, one thing I always try to do, I know sometimes I may make the wrong. I would say sometimes I would make bad decisions. Sometimes I might make the wrong comment to people, but I always pray and ask God sometimes, God, before I speak sometimes, Lord, kind of touch me a little bit, because, I don't have the desire to hurt anybody. I don't have the ability to hate anybody, and I do have the ability to disagree with people, on certain things that, that they believe in. And I understand that if many of us, and most of my friends, I know a lot of them go to church, if they don't attend any kind of church service, like they believe in God. Like most people think God is. Most of my friends, they do acknowledge they believe in God. And some of them that I'm not friend with, I know them real well, but we're not personal friends, but they believe in God. And here where I have a big problem at. A lot of people that I know, and they don't like each other, and some of them despise each other. But, the problem that I have is God Almighty, the Holy Spirit always whisper in my ear. The Bible clearly says, how can you, God asks a question, how can you love me, whom you never seen, and you see that brother every day and you don't like him, so how can you love me and you don't love somebody who you see every day? And that seems to be a problem, and like this stuff get into your head, like I see where a lot of people, they use the name of the Lord to use people. And a lot of them masterminded, how they get over on people, like. And I oftentimes wonder where, I guess I just, this my own thinking is like I heard one great evangelist said that God sent President Trump to rule the country, rule the world, and and to me, I just don't understand it. Like it confused me because how can you? If you love God, you do godly things. And I heard President Trump say he did more good for the country than Jesus Christ did. How could somebody say that? And I don't know. I guess my own mind that sometimes our inner mind tells certain things, but I'm still, nobody still haven't gave me a clear answer when you ask how was the election stole, and they mainly, when that question that you ask, they go to another question, they start talking about something else, that people always have stole races, but I just, like I can understand that in the old days that somebody could sign by the name, but when you got to use a machine, you go through that machine. Who, especially in the black community, who got the authority and the power to manipulate the machine, the voting machine? And so I wonder how many people out there, that listening, that may be listening, watching, how many of y'all out there believe that the election actually was stolen from President Trump? If you believe that, call and explain to me how you believe it, how you believe that, and why. Again, that number is 563-999-1808. And explain to me, I'm open. I want to learn. I want to know. But I'm like James Brown, please, 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 somebody tell me. Help me understand some of the stuff that I understand, because it's almost like a TV series, on the news. The election was stolen from President Trump. And, you hear that almost on a daily basis. So I want somebody to please tell me How was the race stolen? You are listening and you are watching Church Without Walls in the studios of the New Orleans Talk Network. We're going to take another pause for what to call, and we'll be right back.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Hi, I'm Prophetess Charlene Duforce.
And I'm Bishop Carol Duforce Sr.
And we're from Living Witnesses Ministries.
And we also have a program on the internet called Living by the Word Daily. And we're seen every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon Central Time on the New Orleans Talk Network.
And we would like to invite you to tune in with us every Wednesday morning. Again, 11 to 12 noon Central Daylight Time. Please join us as we teach the Word of God. Thank you, and God bless.
God bless you.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
We are back. You're listening and you're watching Church Without Walls. And Lord, that makes it a beautiful, beautiful day outside. On my way in the studio today, it's almost a perfect day outside. It ain't too hot, it ain't too cold. It's just something that, that to enjoy the nature of God, how some Mondays I come here and may be raining, but that's still a great day, don't get me wrong. And someday it may be a little hot, but it's still a great day to be alive, to be amongst the living. And I was asking a question if anybody out there could help me solve my little problem. How could the election be stolen from with all the technology that they have, and the governor and Secretary of State, they oversee that. And I guess in Georgia, if that was a Democratic state, maybe I could say, well, maybe it's a possibility, but those people had to run themselves, so how did they get votes and Trump didn't get them, He's saying vote was stolen from him, but what they went in a polling booth and they said, well, I'm going to vote for the governor, I'm going to vote for the Secretary of State, I'm going to vote for the state representative, I'm going to vote for the county sheriff, and I'm going to vote for all these people here, but I ain't going to vote for Trump, we're going to still vote for him. I mean, how did these things happen? And that's the only thing that I was asking people, that how these things happen and how do we, could make sense of the whole thing. And most of all, I can't see how, could could these things happen? I think most people, and a simple person, would know that didn't happen. And the thing, what it is what I think it is. I think right now, the election, they found out that a lot of people paying attention to that. So right now, they using that as I think as a tool to raise money now, fundraiser. Everybody that want Trump supporters, they figure if I be on his side, I'm having some. What people don't understand is what you do for somebody else, you don't do for the other one. And I think those people that think that by them being showing that they are loyal Trump supporter is that, that they know, that in the next year or so, Trump gonna gradually fade away. And they hoping to get his supporters, but what's gonna happen, that ain't gonna happen. You have to, God anoint certain people, and God allow certain things to happen for certain people. Now, many people have told me that God allowed for Trump to be president. Who are a lot of those people that was undercover Klansmen, white supremacy group. God let them be president where Trump can expose them, but I don't know, I can't, get into that. I'm not that happy, but I do know that I didn't realize that they had the many people there. I think he got over 700 million votes. So that's a lot of people believing what he believing, and so I mean I really can't say what, but I do know that out of that 70 million people that I'm assuming that at least 25-30% of them will do anything he asks them to do. If he tells them, let's go jump in the river or the building on fire, it's raining together, I think they're running with him. They love him just that much. It's amazing how people would follow people when they know that they wrong, but they love him so much that they'll do anything for them they ask them to do. But I ain't never seen no man with two legs that walk on this earth, or no man or no woman that can lead me wrong and lie to me, and I know they lying. I'm gonna follow them. It just ain't gonna happen with me. That either you're right or wrong. And I done had many friends, and I was loyal to them. And I told them, established one thing with them, is that when you right, I'm with you. When you're wrong, I'm not with you. But I'm still gonna be your friend. But you're wrong, I'm not gonna follow you. I know you're doing something wrong. I mean, my pride won't let me do it. And anybody that know me, know that's the way I am, that if I'm with you, I'm with you. I do anything God knows I can to help you. And if I can't help you, I ain't gonna do nothing to hurt you. But I don't understand, the country now, how people, I guess, if you didn't see him say these things, you just wouldn't believe it. But that's our system, the way it is. But I thank God that he has let me live through a lot of things and seen a lot of things. And as we move forward in year 2021, I prayed for every family out there that God will allow and a lot of your needs that will come to your rescue, and that I pray that our country will come together, that we will learn to respect each other, love each other. And one thing that I will always talk to my friends, and I tell them, and I tell my family people that a great man once told me one time that in this world you got to pray and ask the good Lord for good health. You also got to figure out what you want in this walk of life. Then you got to figure out how you're going to get it. And if God bless you to get it, you is one blessed person. Believe me when I tell you that. If you can get some of the things that you want, you don't get all of them now. But if you get some of the things you want out of life, and you done this is what a lot of people like to do, and it's been that way before your daddy was born, and it's gonna be that way until you die. And I don't care who you are, what you may own, all the money you got, you still not going to get everything you want. You can't buy everything you want. Money can't buy everything. Got a friend of mine, got all the money he need over in Mississippi, and he got one big thing he don't have, is health. Doesn't fail him, and he is one of the nicest guys you want to meet. Been a good friend for a long time. He always worked hard to achieve what he got. God have blessed him tremendously and with wealth. And he got pretty much everything a man want to dream. Nice family, nice wife, kids, grandkids. He got money in the bank. I mean, he got it all. But when nature catch up with you, he said, Lord, just give me 2 years to enjoy some of this. And we all are falling in such situation where we ask God, just give us a few more years to enjoy what you put on this earth for us to enjoy. So my brothers and sisters, 2021, let's ask God to give us, let's pray for our health and strength, and just pray that he will allow us to do some of the things that we want to do. And we look forward to 2021, that Church Without Walls will not only be listening to for you, but we would love for you to be a part of it. And we plan on doing some great things over here at the New Orleans Talk Network with Church Without Walls. So at the end of the show, we want to thank everybody once again for listening and watching. We appreciate you so much. And we thank God over and over again. We can't thank him enough for allowing us to go through all these years, and we begin a new show today in 2021. So we love everybody. Thank you. And till next time, we'll see y'all next week. We always end the show by saying, there's no such thing as being half dead. If you're dead, you're dead. And we love y'all. Please have a great week.